Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm doing very well. I'm ready for another great week of Commands, Colors, Ancients.
All right.
They don't really know that this is the third time we're trying this.
Well, technical issues. We as it has been firmly established, we don't know what we're doing.
That's right.
Apparently, that also extends to headsets.
Oh boy.
As well as board games.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Tonight we're turning over yet another leaf. I don't know if it's like the, foliage kind of leaf or the leaf of a book. I don't know. But tonight our goal is to go 100% or at least 98% error-free.
It's gonna be rough.
It's gonna be rough, but we're gonna do the best.
I'm just putting it out there. It's gonna be rough. We ignore leader roles. We don't fall back far enough.
Well,
we don't understand how warriors work.
I attribute all of that, as you see, my stock reply to everybody is heat of battle, man. I mean, because I know I get kind of tense when things aren't going my way, and I figure I'm going to accidentally let some things go by the wayside. And clearly, when I would go back and post and watch these things, I make notes going, oh boy, we missed that. It's okay. And reading the cards is quite fundamental to this game, and I can't believe for 3 weeks in a row I have messed up the line command card, which I will not do tonight. Tonight, it's going to be perfect, right? Maybe. Whatever. We'll see.
Don't make promises.
Right. I just want to get maybe a W on one half of one of these. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the dice will let me do.
Now you're making me feel bad.
It's fine.
So it's about number 12 of 15?
12 of 15 for the base, right. And I did go back and review my Polybius, who wrote some of the seminal work on the Second Punic War, and read up on Metaurus, the Battle of Metaurus. This picks up essentially right after last week's Battle of Baecula, where Hasdrubal was seen fleeing from the field in Spain, and he managed to escape with his baggage trains and his elephants, and he followed essentially the same route. Once he fled out of Spain, he got through the Pyrenees, he fled over to the Alps, and he managed to get over the Alps. He actually waited. He was smart. He didn't go through the Alps in wintertime. He waited till the following spring of 207 and made his way through the passes there, picking up Celts and Gauls as he went along, because
as one does.
As one does, because he found two benefits. One, because Hannibal had gone through there 10 years prior. Not only had he thinned out the ranks of the Gauls in the Alps, but they had also they had come to respect Hannibal. And when they found out this is brother of Hannibal, they said, "Well, yes, we will come and join your fight against the Romans." So they joined up, and that's where he got a lot of his forces for this campaign. And this brings us to northeastern Italy, kind of south of the Metaurus River near here. And I guess close to Venice if we're doing our geographic associations. Venice, yes. And we have three, count them, 3 Roman generals on this one, because now they have organized. And so we have Marcus Livius here, and we have Gaius Claudius Nero. They are commanding what is essentially the left wing of the left flank. And we have Porcius Licinius, who is a pro-praetor. And the 3 of them have all brought their forces together, and they were originally assigned to different pieces and parts of Hannibal and Hasdrubal's forces, but now they have assembled together. And we see on the Carthaginian side, we got Hasdrubal himself with his forces there. He has a small complement of elephants, which, as we've discovered in weeks past, may or most likely not be useful, but it depends on who's using them. Let's see. We have This is actually not the Metaurus River here. This is a ravine that was on the Carthaginian left flank, and up at the top of the hill above the ravine were the Celts that he had brought and the Gauls that he had conscripted along the way. So they're sitting up here in wait at the top of these hills, just waiting. Historically, they did not do much, and perhaps maybe tonight they will do something a little bit differently. We've got a smattering of cavalry. We've got the light cavalry on the Carthaginian side, which I presume are still Numidian cavalry. We don't know. We got some mediums, and then the Romans have a very strong contingent of 3 medium cavalry on their left wing, which historically they were the deciding factor in this. They drove forward, and they got into the Carthaginian rear and flanks and kind of beat up the elephants. And actually the elephants were sent forward, but they managed to get back there and cause all kinds of strife in the rear guard. So that could be a factor tonight. But we've got new terrain to explore. We've got broken ground here. Yes, we've got all these broken ground tiles here, which have no bearing on foot units at all. But for cavalry units, they must stop as soon as they enter it, and they may not battle the moment that they enter the same activation that they enter that.
So, is it every unit in broken ground is capped at 2 dice in close combat, though?
Units battle. Yes. All units that battling into or out to. It's just it does not affect foot movement. Or battling, right. But yeah, all units in and out of, I guess because of the large boulders and whatnot, it affects their battle rating.
Yeah, it will be good for the lights, not so much for these Roman mediums and heavy units.
Exactly, and historically that was a reason why that he decided, well, I won't spoil it, we'll talk about it after the fact. Also, we have the fordable river here, which, according to the scenario, these 2 river pieces are less rivers than they are sort of definitions of this ravine down the center. But as we have learned, they can be crossed, but units entering them must stop as soon as they enter, and units battling into or out of those river hexes battle at 2 dice. So it seems like between the hills battling up, the broken ground, and the fordable stream hexes, most everything is going to be capped at 2 dice. Unless you're fighting down the hill, then you get 3. Let's look at the War Council for this one. This is a 7 banner, 1st to 7. And the Romans have a decided advantage on command cards. They're going to get 6, and they get the first move. And clearly the Carthaginians are kind of on their back heel here, and thus they are only going to get 4 cards and try their best. So as per usual, you will start with the Romans, and I will start with the Carthaginians. And tonight, like I said, I'm going to take it slow. I'm going to take it easy. I'm going to read the cards all the way to the bottom, and I'm going to try to come up with 12% of a plan. But the dice gods are always going to be a factor. So I have my 4. You have your 6. And are you ready, sir?
Yeah, just organizing my cards here.
Sure, yeah, of course. Well, at your leisure, you may start us off.
Order 2 units on the Roman left. So I'm going to pick these 2 cavalry units, medium cavalry, and 1, 2. That's all I'm going to do.
Alright, I believe I will start with, since I only have a very few light troops, I will activate the ones that I can.
Those are the annoying slingers with their incredible reach.
Yes.
Have certainly made their presence felt in previous games. So in the interest of reading through the cards, I'm noticing something I've never really considered before, but that card says light foot may move through a friendly unit. Now, obviously, all your lights are in front, but that's a good to know.
That is good to know. We will do the light slingers first. They will start here, and we will throw 2 stones at the medium cavalry there in the reach. So here we go. So we have nothing there because they are supported.
Yep.
Alright. We'll continue with, rather, these guys here. See if we can't get something else. Nothing there. And we'll go with these here. 2 stones coming their way. Nothing. Okay, so the slingers, as we've seen, not effective.
So now you shot before you moved that light cavalry. Did you want to move that light cavalry?
I did want to, but I forgot. So in the essence of playing this correctly tonight, I did not move. So he will stay right there, and I will just forfeit that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's try something bold and daring. And issue a mounted charge.
That is both bold and daring.
Okay. So I have a total of 3 mounted units, so I can command all 3 of them. So no additional moves here. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. All right.
It seems to be a bad day to be a slinger in the Carthaginian army.
Like I said, bold. Try something bold and decisive here.
Sure.
See if this pays off or this blows up my face. So, mounted cavalry attacking those slingers. So, all right. Well, we'll be rolling normally. Medium cavalry will do 3 dice in close combat with mounted charge. I get to add a die to that roll, so a total of 4 dice at those slingers. A retreat and a hit.
Alright, well, we can ignore that retreat. And we will take the hit, and they will pull out their teeny tiny daggers and stab at the horse's feet for 2 dice. And get a hit. 2 hits, yes. Thank you, Hasdrubal.
See? This might not be paying off.
Okay, so on this one, I believe they will evade.
Okay. 4 dice. Only green circles will count. And 1 of those. And 4 dice here. Any surprises or reactions?
Nope. Sadly, they were made to take it. Right, we got
and 1 hit there.
1 hit, and they will ignore the retreat and 2 dice back. Nothing and a retreat.
And a
Ooh.
retreat.
That worked out kind of well. Oh, too bad.
All right then. Slingers don't benefit from the cross sword, so I don't take a hit there. Right?
No, that is correct.
Okay. All right. Well, not the huge dividends I had hoped for. You know, not the quad green circle rolls. So I'll see if I've left this cavalry out to fend for. Oh dear.
Okay. Let's see if Hasdrubal can make some comment, and it's his, and...
So, leader's hex and 3 adjacent linked hexes.
Yes.
So
We
that's,
will do those.
well, you've got some choices
I
there.
do, but I like those.
You could snake up and grab that elephant if you wanted to.
I could. But we're gonna protect the elephants for the moment, I think. So
Okay.
we're gonna do that and that. And that. Okay. Right, so the first slinger back here, I don't believe he has line of sight to this. No, that block is in the way. So he is going to just draw a bead on that one with 2 dice.
Okay.
That's a nothing. Right, and then this one will also, but he moved, so he'll get 1 die. And he forces a retreat. Okay.
Best possible outcome for me there.
Sure. This one will attack here, and you can evade because you have at least 1 hex.
I will.
Okay, so 5 dice with triangles only. Get 1 hit. Right. That's all for them.
Let's keep on pressing the bold, decisive action here. Okay. We're going to choose that block of units. Each one gets to move 2. So 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, so my mediums will be attacking your heavies.
Alright. Do
4
your
dice.
worst. 3 hits.
My worst is 2 hits and leader support.
Yes, 3 hits. Hit. We'll take my leader check first with 2 dice. He is alright. We'll return fire with 5 dice. Leader support. 3 hits. 2 hits, excuse me, and 2 retreats. 1 which you can ignore.
Okay. So, here... Still gonna press the attack. 4 dice. against the leaderless heavies.
Okay.
With leader support.
3 hits.
So 3 hits there.
And 5 coming back. No leader support. Ooh.
Gonna have to take a casualty because I can't retreat.
But you have leaders. You have support. So.
Oh, you're right.
Yes. So.
I do have support.
For a second there, I was thinking I was attacking back on the heavies, and I got very happy. But then I realized, no, that is wrong.
All right. So here we go. It's a good Roman turn, I think.
Okay.
Two on your right.
Yes. All right. Start this one here against your medium. And that will be 5 dice with leader support. And we get 2 hits.
Four dice to retaliate, also with leader support.
Wipes out those. Okay. We will attempt to finish them off with Hasdrubal. 5 dice. And he gets 1 retreat and a hit. Which
So I can ignore 1 retreat, but I have to take the other retreat. Can't retreat. That's going to result in a hit. That is 1 dead Roman unit.
okay. We will advance and battle again against that unit. 5 dice. Leader bonus. Wipe them out. And that will be all.
Two in the center. Alright. Leader versus leader. Heavy versus heavy. 5 dice. Ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Close. Almost whiffed it.
Almost. That would have been, nice, but it's okay. So my heavy punch is now removed. I will take 1 die for a leader check. Hasdrubal is fine. He must evade back. He will go all the way back to the elephants. I am Spartacus.
No, you're Hasdrubal.
Alright. So I get 4 dice. And we'll see what I come up with for activations. Two
So,
mediums.
2 mediums.
And a choice.
Yep.
Right.
About as good as you could hope.
Yes, it is.
So you got that block of 3 medium units, infantry in the center. Of course, your warriors on the hill.
Mm-hmm. I think we will do...
You've chosen the center units.
Yes.
Hasdrubal's elephant.
Okay. We will start with the mediums against your heavies. And they will get 4 dice plus leader support. Oh, excuse me. 5 dice because of Spartacus. So 5 dice leader support. Looks like
Hit.
3.
Hit. Retreat. I'll ignore the retreat because of my leader.
Hmm?
But I'm going to take big hits. Two dice for the leader check. It's fine. And then 5 dice under leader guidance in retaliation. Hit, and a leader hit. 3 hits. 2 retreats. So you can ignore 1.
So hit. And yes, we can ignore 1, but we must take the other. And they will go there. Okay. And the big boys here. The elephants will match. Sadly, they don't get the benefit of leaders, but they are going to match your heavy plus 1. So we'll get 5 dice plus 1 is 6. Alright.
All she needs is 1.
This is true. Alright, 6 dice. And I whiffed it. I whiffed it, man. I whiffed it. Alright. Okay. Come on back.
Okay. Wow,
Yeah, I know.
that's pretty amazing considering,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, no. Welcome to my universe, man.
Wow.
Alright.
Okay.
Well, that's why that medium went there, because I had a feeling that Hasdrubal may be moving back.
Alright, so I'm getting 5 dice against you.
Yep.
As an elephant, you are going to be able to ignore my cross swords.
Yes.
And I do have a leader, and that will count.
Yes.
5 dice.
Okay, so that is 2 hits. That wipes out the elephants. They were, in fact, useless. Goodbye, Jumbo. Alright, 1 die for Hasdrubal. He is okay, and he moves back to join the mediums. That ends the elephant charge.
I'll order 3 units in the center. There's 3. attack with the medium cavalry first. It's your infantry.
Okay.
It's going to be 3 dice with leader support. You drew a card already for Spartacus, right? At the end of your turn, but did you reshuffle the deck?
I did not reshuffle the deck, so reshuffle. There we go. In fact, to keep it fair and honest, I'm going to put the card that I drew and reshuffle that and draw a card in its place. There we go. Pot's right.
See? Just taking it slow,
Yep.
making sure we get everything right.
Of course. Not that it's changing anything. I'm still going to whip 6 dice.
Okay. That's
Isn't it amazing? Isn't it just this wonderful scientific statistical improbability? It's just it's uncanny to observe. But go, do it, cavalry, bring it.
all right. 3 dice with leader support against your mediums. Hasdrubal. 2 retreats, both of which you could ignore.
I shall ignore both of them and return with 4 dice leader support.
Ooh, see? Tides of turn. Alright. Going after Hasdrubal with the heavies. 5 dice this time.
All right. That will definitely get it. Okay, 1 die for a leader check. He is fine. We'll fall back to there.
Press the attack. And I think I will go after Hasdrubal himself.
Okay.
So now I'm rolling 5 dice, but I need to roll a leader
Correct.
to hit.
Any one leader will kill him.
There we go. 5 dice.
Almost. Alright. Bold and decisive is the Roman way.
Yep. And down here, medium cav against those pesky slingers. 3 dice.
So 2 hits and a retreat. Two retreats. There we go. Or 2 hex retreat, yes.
And I will advance, move 1, and press the attack for 3 more dice.
Okay. Very well done. Alright, let's see what we can do here. They're going to move there. The other 2 will stay in place. Maybe we'll attack them. Medium versus medium cav. Would you like to evade?
No.
4 dice coming at you. Nothing.
Nothing.
Alright. Livius will be the target of the mediums. He's got 4 chances to get 2 possible hits on it, or whatever. 2 faces. Here we go. Hit. 3 hits. Ooh, Livius falls.
Tit for tat.
Yeah. Okay. They will stay there.
Outflanked 2 units in both the left and right sections. So those units there. Alright, going after those slingers.
Alright, we shall evade.
5 dice. Leader support. Well, doesn't matter, because you're evading. So 5 dice.
There you go! Alright. Getting faster. Good job. Okay. First match is down. That is 7-5. So, yeah, the originally and historically the medium cavalry were a bold and decisive factor, as you demonstrated here. They actually went from the Roman left all the way over. They saw that the warriors were not doing what they were sort of advertised to be doing. They were not coming down off the hill. So I believe they went over and charged them. They said, "Okay, well, we'll take the battle to them." And I think they peeled some of it off and went after the light cavalry here. But yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, the majority of my hand were all center unit cards, except for that very first left flank, and then this outflank card,
Yeah.
and then a few named cards. So
Well, I had a good with 4 cards. I think you'll find it interesting. I had the tools I needed, but that was all bold and decisive. That was you getting right there and in it.
And you know, I think in this case for the Romans, they're allowed to do that. I had 3 leaders, so sacrificing the leader didn't feel like a big thing for the Romans.
Yeah.
You know,
And to and to not strike one final hit.
Yeah,
on 6 days. That kills. I mean that hurts.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was just.
Yeah, that's just.
I was really expecting, you know, those elephants just to stomp me into the dirt. So.
Well, yeah, that's why he was riding on there, so he could be the support for the mediums next door, and you know they got they got forced to retreat. So I figured, well, he can at least advance in battle again, because he's surely going to wipe out that one block of heavies. Of course not. All right, well, let's we'll take 5 and we'll reset and swap sides.
Okay.
Awesome. Round 2 is upon us. It's almost like I'm I'm embarrassed to play the Romans because 6 cards, 3 leaders, a bunch of medium units. How can I screw this up? Right? It's it's almost an embarrassment of riches, but I think I'm going to find a way. I think I'm going to.
You know, you've got all those medium troops, 3 heavies, 3 leaders. It is an uphill battle.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, but they got those warriors and those guys,
it will take some consideration, you know, and some thinking and some good cards.
Sure.
You know, I mean, I won't see your hand until I watch the video, so I don't know.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Okay, I'm gonna draw 6 cards.
My hand's forever a mystery. So
Ever a mystery. Keeps it somewhat suspenseful for the viewers.
okay, so I'll draw 4.
Right, Romans will go first. This is a tough call. This is actually a hand of cards. It's very difficult to figure out what is optimal, even with all of these resources. But since you went bold, I'm going to go bold as well. I think the Romans want to use those forces, get those horses and forces going. So we're going to activate all 3 of them.
Yeah, look at that. There's some tricksiness.
Maybe. Okay, we'll start with this one here. It gets these hapless light slingers. And they will get 4 dice for this mounted charge with mediums. Here we go. We get a hit.
2 dice in retaliation with leader support.
Is a hit. Okay. We'll continue to press against the wall there and see if we can do some final damage on them. 4 dice. Just 1 hit.
2 in return. So basically, the same thing happened to you that happened to me. You know, you figured, oh, great, bold move. You know, 4 dice. Surely the cavalry will do something. And
Surely.
it was pretty much just tit for tat.
Yes, right.
Slingers.
Okay, well, that
Slingers.
Balearic slingers. All right. That is the end of the mounted charge. Back to you.
I was intending to lead off, but since you're here, let's issue a line command and issue an order to a block of foot troops that are in adjacent linked hexes. Those troops will only move 1 hex,
Yes, 1 and only 1 hex.
and after moving, will either engage in ranged fire or close combat. Will be this block here. Actually, let's. Right. Heavies going after your medium cab.
Okay. They will evade, since they have at least 1 hex they can evade to.
Okay. 5 dice with leader support, which does nothing. So, blue triangle. Here we go.
That's a great evade.
That is a great evade. And a terrible, terrible leader roll. What'd I do there?
Okay.
All right.
We will also evade.
5 dice.
Just
A little bit better.
a hit.
A 1 hit as you trot away.
It was so good, so nice. We did it twice.
Alright, a line command of your own. So, ooh, okay, yeah.
But we can only move 1 hex, and that
But,
is
you know,
fine.
that's what you need with those mediums, because on your next turn, you're within striking distance.
Alright, and now the lights are in range. So they will throw the slingers here with 1 die. Nothing. Same target. Actually, I will switch to that target. 1 die. Nothing. And finally, 1 hit.
1 hit.
Alright. So ends the line command.
Done. Not content to sit on the hills in this battle, no sir. All screamers coming out of the hills, spears raised, shields poised. They're coming. Oh, they're coming.
Yes, they are.
Oh, oh.
That is the block of 4 units.
Double time.
Alright. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. All right. We'll start with start here. Go with 4 dice. Nothing. Because it's Whiff City. Population me.
5 dice in retaliation.
A hit.
2 hits.
2 hits.
2 hits. And a retreat.
Okay. Now, we will we'll do this one.
A little bit of leader support.
With a leader
Nero.
support, yes. 4 dice plus leader. Here we go.
There you go.
3 hits.
Alright. 5 dice in retaliation.
3 hits.
Hasdrubal gives them a good tongue lashing, motivating those guys. Put them in the shape after such a drubbing.
I'm gonna sacrifice the mediums here, and they're gonna target Hasdrubal. Go with 4 dice plus leader. 1 hit, 2 retreats. You can ignore both.
Yeah. Five dice in retaliation.
Wipe out. That was the sacrifice.
See, you shouldn't have said the S word there.
Okay, well, at least that prevents you, at the moment, from having a breakout. Follow up. Okay.
Outflanked. 2 units. Left and right sections. Those flanking units. Heavy is attacking your mediums with 5 dice. Your support.
It is a wipeout.
And Hasdrubal and his heavy is attacking your medium unit. 5 dice with leader. Gonna rein in Hasdrubal, not overextend myself. I was really afraid you'd have a left flank card and just bring Nero's heavies up there to really ruin my day, but medium cavalry is no joke either.
Alright. Two dice.
Lights against lights.
Nothing?
Supported by the medium infantry behind them, the slingers will ignore the banner, retaliate with 1 die. There should have been 2, so here's the other one. And whiff.
Okay.
Just missed quick
Same
there.
target. Nothing. And you have the option to evade.
I'll stick it out.
Okay, 3 dice. Hit.
That was a mistake. 2 back. Sorry.
All right. Well, that went pretty well. There we go. Back to you.
Right, mediums on your lights. 4 dice. Need green circles. Four dice, green circles only. Ooh. So, 4 of your light, foot, and mounted units.
6. Because I have a command of 6.
Oh, that's right. You've got 6. So that's everything. That's all your green stuff. Move, fire, and then we move again. This is another card where light foot may move through a friendly unit.
Alright. 1 die coming at your heavy. Nothing. Same target. Nothing. Against the slingers, 1 die. Hit. One die on the warriors. Nothing. Other warriors. Hit. And the follow-up move-in. That is all.
Good, good, good. 3 in the center. Those 3. I'll roll a rock over at Nero's heavies. Just be a jerk.
He should get another one, right? He did not move.
That's true, they did not move.
Yeah, my big fat mouth. Alright.
Slingers are jerks.
2 die leader check. You almost beamed him.
On your left. Nero and his heavies. 1 cavalry unit. 3 on the hill. Those 4 light infantry. Wow.
Alright. Those 2, as you predicted. Now the medium cavalry will not get to battle, since
That's right.
he is,
Broken ground coming into play there.
that's right.
They must stop.
However, I will put my hand in my fate in the hands of the gods with 5 dice, leader support against your heavy, and what I can only presume is a first strike card coming at me.
No first strike cards.
Wow.
So
Okay, so
roll your dice.
first blessing. Here we go. 5 dice. 2 hits.
There you go.
I will then move
Leader's
forward
prerogative.
and target. Wish to evade.
With 5 dice.
Okay. So green circles only.
But to no avail.
And we will move forward there. No, we won't, because you're really good at the surrounding. So, lessons learned. We'll just have Hasdrubal do what he does. Okay. Hoping that you don't have a right flank card.
Nope, but I have that. So, good on you for not moving, Nero.
Yeah.
Those units there. The elephant. He is a tough nut you have got down there. You do not like it. No, sir. Alright, so let's start over here first. Target Nero with the elephant. Rolling 5 dice against your heavy. That will do it without even having to re-roll for the swords.
Here's Nero's check. Oh, sorry, thank you. Right, he falls back to there.
And the elephant will stand. Down. Slingers will throw a rock at those mediums. Nothing. Medium infantry on medium infantry action. 4 dice. 1 hit.
Four dice in return with leader support.
Dual leader support.
3 hits.
A rough fight down there. Line command. Fight the line. Up, the long medium unit. Was good knowing you while I did.
Alright, start here.
Oh no! Oh no, the slingers!
Yes. Okay, we have 4 dice with leader bonus. 2 hits and a retreat. I can never get the last one. Porcius comes forth. And he will attack with 5 dice. Kill. Advance. Battle again. 5 dice.
It's out for blood.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Okay. And that is all that I can do.
Counterattack. Issue our own line command. Attacking with the warriors. I'll be rolling 4 dice against your mediums.
Oh, I was muted. That was probably a good thing.
They will advance. Test their steel against port.
Here's the leader check for Porcius. He's alright. We'll battle back with 5 dice. Leader bonus. 3 hits, 2 retreats. Can ignore the, I guess, both of them since it was the first battle.
Yep.
Or is it ignore a flag? What is it for them?
At full strength, may ignore 1 flag. So, I would ignore 1. I am no longer supported fully, so I should retreat. If I'm wrong, nice comment in the comment section to point that out.
And warriors retreat 2 hexes.
They do. So, back to the river for you, River Gall. Alright, but in the meantime, the medium infantry will press the attack against the heavies. 4 dice. Oh, no leader there. So, that is a whiff.
Okay, 5 dice in return. Leader bonus. 3 3 hits.
Same target, different unit, 4 dice. There you go.
There it is. That is the game. Well, I am prescient. Let's see if he would have died. 1 die. He would have lived. Pulsius would have retreated away. All right. Well, good game. That I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm just not cut out to play this clearly. But it's gotta. There is a law of averages in there somewhere. I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, look what I had set up to use in my hand. But you know, timing is everything. So I had medium troop, and the one I was dying to use, but I could never get the moment to use it, Clash of Shields, which would have finished it up quickly, I think, but never got a chance.
I had a Clash of Shields in my last game, too.
Yeah.
I think that's one of those trap cards where you hold on to it for too long to try and, like, catch a bunch of units, and maybe you should have just used it, you know, to knock out 1 or 2.
It wasn't even so much that. It was just I had to wait for the gap to close since you and I both had heavy and mediums, and they were not next to each other. And finally, in this moment when I surrounded you with them, you brought the big counterattack, and I was dead before I could. Yeah, I mean you got 3. You got 3 whole units in that last one. That's amazing. You went from 4 to 7. So. Good on you.
I mean, I was desperate to try and get those warriors and even that cavalry unit into this fight, but I just never got the cards.
Yeah. I was just.
I'm sitting on this, which, I guess I could have used it on a light cav. Oh no, yeah, I could use it on a light cav.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I was just trying to put that medium up there just to put them in check briefly, but...
You know, and then light left leadership, Hasdrubal on the right.
So, even as I called it at the beginning, I said, okay, well, I've 6 medium units, 3 leaders, 6 cards. How can I screw this up? I mean, clearly I'm rushing to battle. I think I'm picking the battles, but I don't know what's going on. I mean, I know a lot of it is the dice. I mean, I just I'm trying to mitigate the dice luck a little bit by adding an extra facet with leaders. Of course, that's the name of the game. But I mean, I'm either getting 1 shy every time, so I need 3 to kill it and I get 2, or I need 4 to kill it and I get 3. And it's that counter punch that I get from you every time. This sets up right going into your turn, and then you come in with the overwhelming. So it's almost not worth doing. Like this one, I even kind of held back a little bit, just to let you come to me, let you bring the elephant to me, let you bring the mediums to me. But I don't know. I don't know, man.
I mean, certainly going back, since you and I kind of did the same thing on our first turn to the Romans, I had that charge card too, but that's why I moved that. My first move of the horses was to get them all out, so when they did charge on the second turn, they would all engage.
Yes, that was an interesting conundrum, and that's, yeah. I should have done that rather than move him up the mountain, but it gave you momentarily something to think about, but then I didn't have a follow-up to use for it. But
right.
But not.
I mean, but when you had the 3 horses there, I thought you were going to move the first horse, this one here, up into this gap here,
right,
and then bring the horse on the hill there.
Yeah, that probably would have been pretty smart, but I obviously didn't think it all the way through. So I'm clearly still rushing, and I'm perplexed at my own play, and obviously this is where I invite people in the comments section to chime in here. If you are an experienced player on this, and tactically, and I know there's some glib people out there, and he knows who I'm talking about. Something helpful would be recommended, but I don't know. I mean, it's
and it is dice.
It is dice.
I mean, in that last game, that elephant should have wrecked me, and you rolled 5 dice, and
no, I rolled 6 dice.
6 dice, and 2 faces would have done something. You had a 33% chance of getting something good.
Yep.
I can't do odds and bell curves, but
it's
if I had that kind of luck in real life, I'd be winning the lottery.
Sure. So I don't feel, especially when I look back at this. So when final score tonight was 14-9. So 7-5 and 7-4. I don't feel like I'm being. I mean, you're. I don't know. This one's tough. I don't feel like either one of us outplayed the other. I think this one, as we come to the end of this is you're putting pieces into motion, and you're just beating the hell out of each other with heavies and mediums. So I don't know that I had done anything that was wrong here. I mean, the move, fire, move. Move the lights, give them a shot.
Yeah,
nothing. Okay, get them out of the way.
That was a brilliant move.
Right.
When you move those lights back through those lines, I was just like, oh, great move, because I was just ready to pounce on those guys.
Oh yeah. And I mean, knowing you as I do now, you seize the opportunity not only with putting your leader into play, which is more challenging for you as the Carthaginian on this one, but with the elephants running ram shot and bringing the mediums up against those lights, I said no, I've lost too many games where you've just wiped the floor with those with the lights. And I got him out of the way. Took a pot shot, nothing. Okay, well, we expected that. Get him out of the way. That's what the card is for.
That was brilliant. And then it was just like all those mediums and heavies of all those leaders, and moving down there, I knew that medium unit was toast.
Yeah.
I had no doubt he wasn't going to survive.
Yeah.
But
you sacrificed one to pick up 3.
Beat him up.
Yeah.
Just to try and get those warriors in there, and between the warriors and the mediums, rolling 4 dice, and just I only had 2 or 3 more banners to go.
Yeah. Yeah. You only had the one whiff there with the one medium, but the warrior picked it up, softened him, and then the last one got him. So that was really good. Yeah, I mean, it's.
I know you keep track of personal banners.
Yeah.
As we're getting towards the end of the campaign here, I'd like to know between both of us, which side actually wins, Romans or Carthaginians.
Oh, sure, yeah. I'll go back and because I love to put the stuff into an Excel spreadsheet, and people do keep track of this big picture stats to see if it's more skewed towards the Romans or the Carthaginians. Now, obviously, having more command cards for each side, there is going to be, quote, an implied skew. And this is what I do in my Combat Commander every month. I keep track of the results, and people cry out in anguish, and then I suddenly silence them. But they're saying, "Oh, this scenario is imbalanced, unbalanced," and like, well, no, because for the last 6 months I'm putting people with a rank, they have a numeric ranking, and every time you win, your ranking increases. So I have been putting all of them on one side of the equation just to see what would happen. And sure enough, when every one of the Axis wins, and every one of the Axis players was a more skilled player, well, you expect that, right? So you try to take some of the randomness out of the equation a little bit. But yeah, I'm with you. I think what I will do is when we finish the first 15, I will put all this stuff into a database and kind of look at the numbers from each side. I think that'd be pretty good too.
Sure. See if we rewrote history.
Or, yeah, maybe. Yes, every time I play one side, I rewrite it clearly. Anyway, good game as always. Until next week, please like, subscribe, and if you too would like to play Commands and Colors and you don't yet have a copy, head on over to gmtgames.com. Check it out. You know, if you've had fun so far following along with us, why not get yourself your own copy from GMT Games? Until next week, thank you, sir. Congratulations, General.
Thank you. Good game.
Good game. Good day.